What is up, guys? Ivan here with getivan.com, and I'd like to welcome you to my video on Scrapebox proxy recommendations. Right now, I'm looking at the back end of one of the sites that I recommend, which is proxyrotator.com. This is the rotator proxy network that I recommend for certain Scrapebox practices alike scraping from Google, or using the harvester to scrape general URLs from Google. When you're using these kinds of proxies, you can scrape a lot more quickly with a very high level of success. So let me blow this up for a second. With other proxy rotation networks, they might advertise, here you get, 100 proxies or 100 threads in our rotation network for X amount of money. And I've tested quite a few, probably somewhere in the vicinity of a dozen different services, maybe not that many, I don't know, but over the last 2 or 3 years, I've tested a lot of the major services, and some of the ones that are even pretty popular, like Storm and some others. And with those groups, I have always found that their level of success is not very good, and their speed is often very poor also. The difference between those options and Proxy Rotator. Now, disclaimer, some of those companies might have more expensive packages that work better or just as well, but my goal is to find something that's cost effective and that simply works, And the problem with the proxy industry is that everybody puts something on paper, but you don't really know what you're going to get until you actually test the network. And this is the best, most cost-effective proxy rotation network I've found so far. The downside is you don't get very many good threads. The only proxy types that work in Scrapebox from this company are premium US data center proxies. And anything that's under the premium bracket for this company, you get like 10 times fewer proxies, fewer threads. So if you pay for 50 threads with this company, you get 5 premium threads. Now that may sound poor, and in some cases it can be irritating, but the difference is that it's almost 100% success rate. And so I'd rather have 5 threads that are just going success all day long rather than 100 threads that are going pump, 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 and then half of those are like failed or timeout or, who knows. So let's take a look here. As you can see, there's a lot of different options with this company. The general network provides you exactly the number of threads advertised, and the premium networks provide you with like 10 times fewer threads than what's advertised. And that's not a deceptive, it's just something that they don't inform you about until you get into the back end, really. So there's a lot of different things to test for a lot of different purposes. They have more specific locations, and I have not tested these for these other countries. I just know that this is the one right here. This is the one that works really well for Scrapebox. Okay. So I recommend that you sign up for at least this package. $25 a month gets you 5 premium threads, and you can do a lot with that. Now, if you can afford this one for $50 or so, this is a lot better. And obviously, if you can go up from there, you'll have an even better experience when it comes to rotating proxies. You use these, once again, for scraping from Google in particular, and for being able to perform the primary harvester jobs really quickly. Okay. Let's move on here. Let's talk about my other recommendation, which is Change My IP. This is what I recommend using for private proxies, and particularly for shared proxies. They are 70 cents on the dollar, and with about 15, you can do pretty much everything else you need to do in Scrapebox except for large-scale scraping, and also anything that requires you to have a dedicated proxy or private proxy for social media account creation or something like that. So that's my recommendation. Let's look at the back end. So in the back end, when you click on shared over here, I'm only subscribed to about 15 right now, because I alternate between the rotator and just regular shared proxies. I use the rotator for scraping, and then I use some shared proxies for posting and some other things, because I get more threads this way. So if I get more threads that are successful, then that's going to go faster, and for some things, Okay, so in this area, it's so simple, so clean, right? Just really love this interface. You can select a location, say United States, and then state, and we can select something like Texas. And then you can bulk add to cart from Texas. And so you can just add a quantity and then check out really quickly from a location in this manner. You can add specific things to your cart, but I like to do it like this. I like to just add a bunch of things from the same general region, and that's it. I mean, apparently you can choose some cities too, if you want to do it that way. Super simple, super clean, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Check out the link below this video if you want to learn more about this process. I have more documentation on my recommendations for Scrapebox proxies, and there's also going to be some information on other Scrapebox tutorials if you check out that link below this video. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye-bye.